Hello and welcome back to a foreigner and family in the Philippines. And I'm back down here with the behind the well over here. And this is where I had earlier planted those 2 rows of bananas and along the creek that runs back to the fence over here. And I decided I had the Calmansi. This is the spot that I kind of decided to, on each side, I ran, in its main, you can see the white sticks running back there. It's actually 2 rows of white sticks. Those are Calmansis, which is a little like a mini lime that is used for different things. I really like them even. It tastes just like I guess a cross between a lime and a lemon. They even call them Lemonsitos, but the name I've kind of taken is Calmansis. And the row in between is actually another row of banana. And on this side, it was just the way the line went. It was a little awkward, and I didn't want to have them too low. I didn't want to have the citrus dealing with some sort of fungal issues with being too moist over there. And I know that the banana will be just fine because this banana really thrived. There's only a couple banana that died because they were too close to the water, and it was tough to tell when I planted because it was still the end of the dry season. And so the water hadn't filled up there, and I didn't know exactly which way the water went. It was actually a little deceptive but we got it squared away. So these Calmansis are planted, the 2 rows, we got those in the ground. And there's actually banana there too. They haven't sprouted yet. Actually, a couple are starting to sprout. The suckers are starting to sprout. And I use suckers from we went and cut where we had excessive suckers sprouting up on the bananas. And you have to take those out anyway from your bananas, or the banana's gonna use its energy on those suckers instead of producing the bananas. And each grouping of the bananas, like this one has the 2. I'll go right over here since I'm talking about bananas, and they're right there. This one has 2 over here. They should be kind of more spread apart. Like this is actually a better gap, because you've got, like, this would be the adult banana, and you've got your teenager banana here, and then you'll have your banana. You want your baby banana coming to follow it up. But these are those bananas that we planted by the creek, and they're looking good, very strong. Like when I'm going to dig up suckers to plant more, I would not want to grab these because there's only 2. But when you've got 5 and 6 and 7 sprouting up, that's just taking energy. The banana's pumping energy into those suckers growing into new banana trees. And I call them trees, even though they're not a true tree, but those banana plants. And yeah, so you want that energy focused in production. At least I do. Hopefully one of these days. So these little Calmansis out here, I don't know how well these are going to do. I don't have any experience with citrus, and I've heard it can be finicky sometimes. And these are grafted. Some of them are actually flowering. I've been wanting to get over here and take a look at it. But because the line was a little off on the way the creek was, I just added this row of banana here. And then I think when the line comes up here, I took it away. And then when it goes down over there, I added it back is all. So most of these banana suckers haven't even surfaced yet, but they're in good shape. They're getting plenty of rain. And these little Calmansis, I just want to come back here and take a look at how they're doing. Now this is on this side of the creek, but I also planted them on the other side of those bananas as well. The same situation. There's Calmansi there, and I had some leftover Calmansi, so on that side there's actually I added a 3rd row. But on this side there are just the 2 rows. I wanted the 3rd row closer to the house. And some folks were over here digging something up. I was a little concerned with what they were doing. It just makes me nervous having folks on the farm, and I've dealt with some theft issues. But it was actually the tagawad, I think, which is some sort of And I don't mean to say that disrespectfully. It's just I don't think I'm saying it right. But he is some sort of official, and he did sell me one of my carabaos, and he was with 2 kids, and it looked like they were just getting Gabby, or it could have been the Gabby, which I know it sounds like, well, you just said the same thing. Well, no, the Gabby is like a potato that folks eat. I actually like it a lot in the soup. But the Gabby is a fake Gabby, but they look similar. They're prettier. They're more ornamental, and folks they're hot right now for ornamentals. So it looks like that was what they were doing, but which is fine. It's just when I see him, I know it's okay, because he's not really going after something like a villain trying to make off with some corn or anything. But the kids, you never know what they're carrying off, whatever they can carry. So, but it's funny to see that little Calmansi plant there, and that's actually one of the better looking ones. Some of these look like they've been eaten up a little bit by some pests, but it has flowers on it, and it's supposed to take a grafted Calmansi about 2 years they'll start producing. So I'll either be here or I won't. But these will be, regardless, these will be in the ground, and I get them to survive here. Some of these aren't looking in too good a shape. That one looks fine. And I've heard that my camera work is kind of unsteady, and it's probably because I feel like I've got fairly steady hands, but the way I'm holding this camera, and it's very thin. I need to get one of those holders apparently, but I think it's also got bad, whatever that feature is that helps reduce some of that. So, but I did want to walk back here. I just kind of wanted to see what they were digging up, make sure they weren't digging up my Calmansis. That's all. I don't think they were, but it looked like they just had some Gabby, or some Gabby. It makes me nervous when I see it. If we put some effort into getting these banana suckers planted and then not seeing them come up. But I know before I even had some videos where I was like, I don't know, these suckers aren't coming up, and next thing you know, they're all over the place. And I do see some that are sprouted up here. Okay, up top here, these Calmansi don't look so good. They don't look like they're doing all that well up here. And it looks like, just from the way the soil was, because it's over there by our well, like some work was done over here. And we'd heard about that there used to be a spring over here, and that's why there's naturally water over here, and that's why we were able to get water so close. Would have been ideal to dig, but I'm having issues pumping it to the house regardless. So yep, that'll be another video where I get the correct pump and get it pumping up to the house. And then like this one here has a little flower on it. I like to see that. It'd be nice to have even a couple Calmansi, maybe even next year, but I just hope they survive. I want to make sure this guy over here can't reach my. That one has a couple little flower buds. A little toad there. Nothing special. Like a regular old toad. Maybe it's a little cane toad. This little Calmansi over here doing a little rough. So got a little weed helper over here. But yeah, I don't want them getting over here eating up what we've got planted. Apparently they do like bananas. Even the young ones, the young sprouting ones. So, and that's the second row of Calmansi a little higher up, with another row of banana in between. Oh, and then we have a neighbor over here. He was actually doing paragussin, which not only we're running the paragus on the other side of this hill to knock down the corn stalks, but then when you're going to replant again, you kind of run through it again and pull out the weeds. So that's what he's doing now. And I'm walking along. I'm close to ending the video, but I gotta find one of these bananas that has that's sprouted. And I bet eventually that these will actually have like a 95% sprout rate. But it's still early. It's I've only seen a couple here. But I want to find one more. Ah. There's a little banana coming up there. Okay. Not a mammoth, but that'll do. Keep them coming. I need them pumping out bananas, because yeah, that will be my income. I moved to the Philippines. I didn't move to the Philippines to retire. I actually had a plan that I was going to have a productive farm. Didn't plan on being rich, but I wanted to be able to provide a comfortable life for the family, and realizing, I don't know, a whole lot of realizing. Probably knowing everything I know now, I probably wouldn't have made the move, but I still have some money left, and I'm trying to make the best of it while I'm here. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, then we go home. And I think then I can rebuild from there, but I'm still working at this. So I'll just keep plugging along, see how it goes, and kind of just update my videos, if nothing else, to help my own sanity a little bit. But so there are a couple I just went over. There apparently only a couple, because I just went over a whole bunch and there weren't any more. So, but that's the bananas along the creek here, and an update on the Calmansis along with the other bananas. And I planted those bananas in between just to kind of give them a little shade. I don't know if those will end up drowning. The Calmansi will drown. They're a smaller tree if I end up taking those out later, but I definitely wanted to provide them with a little shade. As you can see, even though we've been getting rain, they look like they could use it. So, and no rain. Shouldn't get any rain today. Actually, it's a 50% chance, but it has been just tons of rain here lately. So at 50%, I'm thinking it may not even rain today, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, there's one more little banana sucker trying to make its way. So, I'll go ahead and end her there. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.